agenda item 3, how to overcome the political crisis. In the signed document, which will be released shortly, you will see that the government and Party of National Unity and the Orange Democratic Movement agreed to a formula that includes the following key items. There will be a post of Prime Minister of the Government of Kenya with authority to coordinate and supervise the execution of the functions and affairs of the Government of Kenya. The Prime Minister will be an elected member of Parliament and the parliamentary leader of the largest party in the National Assembly, or of a coalition if the largest party does not command a majority. Each member of the coalition shall nominate one person from the National Assembly to be appointed a Deputy Prime Minister. The Cabinet will consist of a President, Vice President, Prime Minister, 2 Deputy Prime Ministers, and other ministers. The removal of a minister of the coalition will be subject to consultation and concurrence in writing by the leaders. The Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Ministers can only be removed if the National Assembly passes a motion of no confidence with a majority vote. The composition of the coalition government will at all times take into account the principle of portfolio balance and reflect their relative parliamentary strengths. The coalition will be dissolved if the 10th Parliament is dissolved, or if the parties agree in writing, or if one coalition partner withdraws from the coalition. The National Accord and Reconciliation Act shall be entrenched in the Constitution. We've asked the Attorney General, working with 1 or 2 people from both teams, to work on the Act and the constitutional amendment as quickly as possible. Having agreed on the critical issues above, the parties have decided that they will take the process to Parliament as quickly as possible, and the Parliament will convene at the earliest moment to enact these agreements. It will be in the form of an Act of Parliament and the necessary amendment to the Constitution. We believe by these steps we can, together in the spirit of partnership, bring peace and prosperity back to the people of Kenya, who so richly deserve it. Let me also say that I commend all those whose efforts have made this possible, whose efforts have brought us here this afternoon. They kept the future of Kenya foremost in their sights and reached a common position for the good of the nation. Let the spirit of healing begin today. Let it begin now. In all successful negotiations, there is give and take. Invariably, some supporters on each side feel that their negotiators gave too much. To those people in Kenya, I would say this: compromise was necessary for the survival of this country. Support this agreement, for it is the key to the unity of Kenya. It is a foundation for national reconciliation, and it is a springboard to economic recovery. This is important not just for Kenya, but beyond. It will help restore Kenya to its rightful place as a leader in the region and on this continent. We will now begin our work on agenda item 4, long-term issues and solutions, including constitutional reform, addressing the poverty and inequity, and land reform. These issues, of course, underlie the tragic events that followed the December 27th elections and must be addressed once and for all. And I will be convening the mediation team tomorrow at 10 to begin their work on item 4.